Alright, what's up guys? So I just unboxed this Cougar Micro ATX case that I got for around 45 bucks plus tax. So very affordable price point for this case. I have worked with a Cougar case in the past, and I do believe that this is the exact same chassis, so it's the same basis, but with a different front panel design. So the other case I worked with had RGB strips down the front, and it costed around 10-20 bucks more. So this case is more function over form oriented. Though I do have to say this fake aluminum brushed front panel doesn't look too bad either. So anyways, that's enough talking. Let's get into the features of this case. Alright, so starting with the front I/O, we have a microphone and headphone jacks, USB 2 and USB 3 port, as well as the reset and power switches. These switches here feel a little tacky, but for 45 bucks you can't really complain. The front panel itself is pretty limiting in airflow, so the only spaces are these gaps along the side that go all the way from the top to the bottom, as well as there's a little bottom. I think it's mainly for a handle to pull it out, but there's also a gap on the bottom. So that's about it for the airflow. At the top we do have a removable magnetic dust filter, which is nice, and mounting for either two 120mm fans or two 140mm fans. There's a lot of spaces you can choose from, so yeah. Moving on to the rear of the case, there's a standard I/O shield mount, a pre-installed 120mm fan for the rear fan slot, and the PCIe I/O slot covers. So these are the type that you actually have to bend out to pull them out, and you can't replace these, so when you're building, definitely make sure you're moving the right ones, because you won't be able to put them back. Finally, at the bottom we have a standard ATX power supply mount. Alright, so looking into the inside of the case, there are two 2.5-inch SSD mounting brackets to show off your SSD. So you can also move these to the back if you prefer a cleaner look. Mounting points for mini ITX and micro ATX motherboards, and there are no rubber grommets for cable routing, so you can't really expect this feature in a sub $50 case. At the front of the case, you can mount three 120mm fans or two 140mm fans, and there's a dust filter, which is very surprising for this price point. Moving over to the back side of the case, there are the holes for mounting the 2.5-inch SSD brackets, a room for up to a 160mm long power supply, as well as drive bay for two 3.5-inch drives. So I think in here is just the accessories box that comes with it, and these just slide back in and clip back in. So the bottom of the power supply bay is filtered, so any possible entryways for dust should be covered in this case, which again is very nice to see at this price. And these are the I/O connections: HD audio, power reset, hard drive LED, and then the USB ports. Anyways, that's going to wrap up this overview of the Cougar MX130-G tempered glass micro ATX case. So this case provides many features from high-end cases and brings them down to a more accessible design. I am going to recommend this case for those looking to make an MATX build on the budget, as well as others like me that resell PCs as a hobby. This case does provide lots of appeal in the looks department, which is important if you're trying to sell a product, as well as many features aimed at functionality. Overall, Cougar seems to really have found their stride when it comes to budget tempered glass cases with this chassis, and hopefully you found this video helpful or informational. If you did enjoy the video, feel free to subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.